Bonjour, bonsoir. Je dis en ces rencontres chaque mois. Moi, ça sont mois important parce que c'est moi qui le dis, pas nous, moi, héritage haïtien. De Nancy, qui t'a fait introduction sur tes gros drapeaux, moi, nous t'a flotté li, parce que pile bagay n'a célébré. OK? Alors, it's Haitian Heritage Month. And we launching also like a 4 months series brought to you by Informed Families who really like the parent voices, the Aedap parent voices. Then today we're gonna really do it as a trial and do best at it because we think that the material gonna also benefit all communities as we do in the parent voices. Then Nancy, today you're the one who has the floor to really bring us to some inspirational words as we are celebrating Haitian Heritage Month.
Oh my goodness. Welcome everyone. Welcome to May. As Dr. Flor said, it is Haitian Heritage Month. So we have several events going on in Miami, especially at the Little Haiti Cultural Center. And I also know that Miramar Cultural Center is doing a few things. City of North Lauderdale. So we have several things going on in the area, and it's the events not only are about the culture, it's also about well, it's about food, it's about the language. So we have several things going on. So welcome to this month's edition of Aedap's show regarding families. So we're going to talk about families as always. That's what we do when we meet. Today we have something special from Informed Families. So let's my name is Nancy Saint-Léger, and we're introducing everyone else, and let's begin.
Okay. Gentlemen, I will start with you briefly, Amos, and we'll go with Ronald, Darlene, and also we have a guest, Mary, that is really, really proud of the program, Aedap Parents Voice. Go ahead, Amos.
Bonjour, bonsoir, et c'est toujours une fierté pour nous-mêmes, pour nous venir ensemble la caillou, on bien en cuisine, quel que soit côté ou regarder nous venons dire bonjour, bonsoir, et nous demandons qu'à suivre attentivement nous bien belle parole, nous avons un bel programme pour nous-mêmes. Ça veut dire que ce programme aujourd'hui, comme son session qui est liée, pas rater deuxième, troisième et quatrième session. And we're here to give you guys great information, and we'll see you guys in a few.
Then Ronald.
Ok, bonsoir tout le monde. Je dis c'est un véritable plaisir et pour moi-même tout comme capable ensemble avec nous dans Aedap pour nous capable parler sur voir parents et nous souhaiter que nous enjoy ça. Merci bien.
Where are you, darling?
I'm here, Doug. Hi, everybody. Bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir. Hi, everybody. Once again, it is a pleasure to be with you all again this month. C'est un réel plaisir pour moi capable partager avec nous moi ça encore. I'm looking forward to discussing and engaging as usual with this wonderful panel that we have today, guys.
Okay, Mary, can you tell us a little bit about Informed Families? And because we're pleased to have you here as well as a parent, as this is gonna be seen by thousands. And it's our program is bilingual, it's Parent Voices. Please, Ms. Dominguez.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. And so happy to be here. As I mentioned before, Dr. Flor brags about all the parents that come to her show all the time. So I am excited and I'm privileged, for quite an honor. I'm Mary Dominguez, and I'm the CEO of Parenting Moments. And I also have this opportunity to work in collaboration with Informed Families. Informed Families has been around for over 30 years. It's a nonprofit organization, and it's grassroots. It was created by parents for parents, And the goal is to ensure that our kids are growing healthy, safe, and drug-free. If you're here, I mean, different areas in the nation celebrate every year on Red Ribbon Week. That's one of our most popular campaigns. We do have 4 campaigns throughout the year. We Lock Your Meds, we have a Safe Homes, Smart Parents, which we're doing now running for this month as prom season and all the party season happens. And we offer the parent peer group, which is what we get to share with you today in Dr. Flore's program. So thank you for being here, and I'm delighted.
OK. Eh bien, nous-mêmes parents haïtiens, yo, dans les affaires politiques, et année ça en session, gagne une loi que yo passé côté que ti moun 18 ans pas ka l'enfumer. Et yo mette kounye la faute pour moun fumer, faut qu'il gagne 21 ans. Et nous connaissons pour parler de fumer, ou penser tout avec alcool. OK? Alors, là, on a commencé par réfléchir impact alcool gagné sous brain, OK? Eh bien, la présentation ça, étude que organisation que y aurait les Instituts national santé montrer que brain personne pas développé jusqu'à ce qu'on ait 25 ans. Eh bien, kounye là, ça dit que m'ta demandé Darlene, est-ce que d'accord avec Patisa, where they say that the brain is not fully developed until 25, as she is raising a young, beautiful girl who is 5. What do you take, Darlene?
I definitely agree, Dr. Flor. And it's so funny that you said that, because when I was in high school, we were trying to do a project where we were trying to lobby to raise the drinking age from 21 to 25. So I definitely agree. As we can see, several profils developed at 18 years old or 21 years old. So, pour moi-même, personally, si nous avons drinking age pour 30 ans, même l'état plus bon, because plus l'argent moun gagne, c'est plus maturité au gagne. Et puis l'homme nous brè, il faut qu'on gagne pile maturité pour capable faire bonne décision, pour capable penser. Mais si vous manquez maturité déjà, et puis qu'on a le brè mettre sur ça, so now you are impaired and you're making wrong decisions, you're affecting your life and other people's lives. So to answer the question, Dr. Flor, no, I do not think that our brains are developed at 21. I think our brains are ongoing with development, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, and that's Parent Voices is a very powerful educational program that is designed to really spread out the message, not in the school setting, but to social media, to the churches, to radio and television. And we are very proud of that, because I'm reading here as a backup material where we are seeing that children, the different stages of children development, like from 6 to 8, the child slowly grow and considerably variation in age and height and weight. That's what happened for a child from 6 to 8 years old. Socially, the child likes to compete and fight, okay? And that is maybe for Professor Saint-Léger, because you're teaching in elementary.
I do.
Okay, and you're gonna react as well. And they say in school, that child is able to solve and understand problems using object and visual cues. However, you are dealing with special education children, then now time for you to really relate with that aspect of our presentation today. Go ahead, Teacher Saint-Léger.
Okay, so I'm trying to write down everything that you're saying so that I can stay on topic. It's interesting to read about the 6 to 8 age. I have a resource room. This is where the kids leave their regular classes and come to my class from kindergarten through 4th grade. So I have that age group, you know, from 6 to 8. I love the idea that they like to compete and fight because it's got, I mean, although we have a really good school, but you can see the competition going on all the time, either for your attention. It may not be a competition about school, even, you know, academics. It may be a competition about attention. You know, who's getting more attention from the teacher, who's getting more attention from the other kids, who's getting, you know, that's what I'm noticing. So it's I mean, 6 to 8 is super young. So if we're talking about the brain development, we have a long way to go to be able to as adults. We see how adults are, that you know, many adults need more brain development after 25, after
Yes,
21.
yes, yes.
College students, you know, that's why I'm really not for kids going away to college. I think that's you know, that's at 18, 17, that's super young for them to go away by themselves. And some of them make it, you know, a lot of them do, but I think a lot of them really don't make it as much as we think that they do. You know, they may have graduated, but I think a lot of them go through a lot of changes being away, you know, especially when it comes to alcohol and drinking and the friends, and, you know, so much is going on with them at that age.
Yes.
So raising the alcohol age, but that doesn't mean they're not going to drink. They're going to go as soon as they get to college. You're going to hope and pray that your child is going to be the one that's not going to be drinking with the rest of them, because you have so many different personalities, kids going to school. And to me, that's super scary. You know, if you have a child that's developed enough or mature enough, who can handle all that pressure, that's excellent, you know. But I think it's super difficult, you know, for them to go away to college and really remain focused on their academics and not follow all the parties and the drinking. And because I think that's part of a big culture of this country, of kids going away to school, you know, after high school, and then being thrown into that lifestyle. At least if they're home, you can kind of control it. You can see how they're coming home. You know who they are. You know who their friends are. You can drive them here and there, which is what I did with my kids. I drove them everywhere. You know, they didn't have a car. I drove them everywhere because I wanted to know where they were going, where I was dropping you, who are your parents, you know, meeting the parents. Okay, is there alcohol? What's happening? I'm picking you up so I can tell whether or not you drank, you know, so it was very controlled.
Yes.
But you know, that's another that's another conversation. So we're talking
I
about alcohol,
appreciate
and
it.
we're talking about, you know, children's development also. So kind of we're going in and out. So
Yes.
say you apelot.
C'est ça très important. And I'm so happy that you brought the example of the brain development and now the teen bodies that apply so much to me because I am going next week. I'm celebrating two of your boys, guys. Then Raphael going to high school, Philippe going to college, and I concur with you. We had to make a decision for him to stay with us for 2 years.
Yeah,
He's,
I
he
agree.
is so angry. He is so angry. He wanted to start school in summer. Now he's undecided if he's gonna start in fall or even next spring. But he's big and tall, and teen bodies develop ahead of the brain, and now it's the
Oh yeah.
he's experiencing going out, my friend. And can you believe that if he closed the store at 11, now the time that he goes out at home, it's midnight, and come home at 4 o'clock. And for 4 hours, I can sleep. Then you don't
Right.
can you believe that? It's tough. Then you know, parents, did you know that the brain develop in 3 key periods? And the womb, that while we mothers, we are carrying them, at 18 months and during adolescence. Then Amos, as a father, would you agree with that slide? What is your opinion about men culturally not knowing that they have to talk to their wife while they are pregnant? They will tell you to sing for the baby, to caress the tummy, and you see it's right there. What is your reaction to that slide?
Moi d'accord avec tout ça qui nous dit à 100%. Et Miss Léger, il dit un bagage, but ça qui vient passer tout, li vient le plus souvent, il y a petit monde qui veut go away for school, c'est pour freedom.
Yeah.
Puisque la caillou qui est un petit gens dû, il pas jamais qu'à freedom pour sortir. So one of the best way pour faire ça is go from college. So si toutefois que dans parental yo nous font gens nous balancer bagay yo, m'pas dit pour laisser aller ou balancer bagay yo pas mettre tu dans un code que li pas capable faire rien. Kounya là, des fois que tu as senti que là qu'il pas tellement en prison, so go away from college will be an option. So la plus en vérité que aller parce que il est capable de faire tout ça qu'il la carrière. Mais the moment qu'il est pas capable, so best thing to do is go out there and have fun with friends and do what they do. But ça que parent va faire, pas va faire tout bagage pour être négatif ou que les amis va offrir petit tout, so on entre parents ou introduit la veille. Par exemple, si vous toujours criez what will happen if I drink? Okay? Pas a big thing of drink. Let's say you turn 21, you know what? Let me show you how it is like to be drink at home. That way, there's une réaction, qu'on y a là, on s'en va introduire. Moi d'accord avec the age is really a factor, spécialement dans garçon. Brain garçon développer moins que brain fille. So ça dit que là, and it depends on everybody way of raising.
Then for you joining now on radio and television, you are watching and also participating in what we call Parent Voices, which is a very educational series brought to you in 2 languages, sometimes in 3, and designed to really bring parents together. And today we are fortunate that we're making history that we're having that radio TV show brought by, supported by Informed Families, and bringing the topic of brain development, mainly the impact of drinking in our children. And the other step is the puberty, and we are seeing that puberty activates new drives. Okay, and we just talk about that in English and Creole, because during the adolescence, the kids wants to discover, and Amos just said it to our Haitian parents, the curiosity, it's what pushed them to want to leave home when they graduated. Everybody wants the experience of living in the dorms and going to college. And that's where also the first semesters, generally the children are not, they do not apply themselves. And those are the changes that occur before they really understand the importance of self-control, because as Amos said, the man brain is less developed than the woman brain. You know, then at 18 and during puberty, certainly that our children do not have the brain development, the thinking capacity, the responsibility, the conscious awareness, and their decision making. Here's what happened. Then what happened to a child brain on alcohol? Outi moun ka boué, okay? Laissez pas fouti réfléchir bien. You have impaired judgment, you have lack of impulse, the child will think, speak, and move slower. And why do police stop them and will have them, you know, go to that test, guys? I think they make them dance in 1 foot and to measure their
sobriety test.
What is it?
Sobriety test.
Exactly, teacher Nancy. Then now, what is your feedback? You see, they're telling you their vision may be blurry. The child could experience a blackout. Timon nan tombe, li ka vomi, curl bat before. Then Ronald, you are also a parent. What is your take on that?
thing that happened to us with the technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a child brain is constantly developed until the age, I think they said 25. That child always constantly learning from the 1 to age up, constantly learning. But you said something about drinking. And one thing that I do know, I have like 2 kids, plus I have 2 children too. And there was a time my 17 years old stepdaughter, a friend called to say that you need to pick up your daughter because she was drinking. I said, what? I said, where was she? In my house, there was a party. I said, okay, as an adult, you let a 17 years old party to have a drink? And that was my question to him. And I said, okay, but she can drive. I said, okay, where is she? Can she come? No, she cannot drive. She's drunk. You have to come to get her. I said, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Because we should not be doing that. We should not leave our children, because I think I know, and I think Nancy said that, when you drive your kids, you have to drive them to a place where you know exactly where they're going to be and who they're going to be with.
Yeah.
She drove her car. She went to your place because we know his child come to our place all the time. But we didn't know they were drinking in his house. There was drinking party in his house, and he asked me to come to pick up my daughter. I said, you know what? I'm not going to pick up her. I didn't send her to drink. If she cannot drive, let her stay overnight in your place. I'm not coming to pick up. Because sometimes you have to be tough. You have to be strong.
That's the Haitian way.
Yes.
There's always a lesson. I'm not picking you up.
Yes, I'm not picking you up. You stay.
I'm not picking you up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get home.
What I said. Yeah. And then as an adult, you know that she's not even graduated from high school, and you let them have a party to drink. They don't do that in my household. They don't do that. They cannot do that. Why you let something like that to happen? And then the guy said, I thought you love your daughter. I said, that got nothing to do with love.
Love has
it got to do with discipline.
Yeah.
And people in this country do not drink before they become 21. She's 17.
And that takes us to some notes that the program also has for us parents. You know, our kids now are also on the phone a lot. Then we need, as parents, parents captain des choses, we need to screen their phone. I don't care what my boys are saying. Philip is telling me he's an adult. Dad is as relaxed as he is, like give the kid a break. But we need to screen and filter their message. We need to teach them organization and importance of keeping consistent schedule. Okay, now that they are in, online learning, it is very sad to see that our kids stay in bed, they turn on the computer, the teacher's talking, but the kid is in bed. They're not part of the class, okay? And also other responsibilities that parents need to have is that we need to support our children in developing a sense of responsibility. Tell them to clean their room, give them tasks. I remember my mom had me doing my bed since I was 4 years old. And now I'm turning it to you, darling. Are you teaching your daughter a sense of responsibility at early age?
Yes, I am, because it's something that you have to do. Because I feel like in everything, there's a window, there's an opportunity window. And I feel like when you let that window close, I don't want to say impossible, but it's very, very difficult. Right? So even like I had a friend of mine that came from Antigua, and she said, oh my God, Dada, she's like a robot. Because, for example, when we come home, I don't allow shoes in my house. So she knows to take her shoes off at the door, put the shoes on her shoe rack that she has in her room. She has to put it on the shoe rack, take off the socks, put the socks in dirty clothes, take off the uniform. So it's very, very important that we teach our children early, parce que là nous quitter au grandi sans discipline, nous quitter au grandi sans l'autre, là très très difficile pour yo venir apprendre plus tard. And you know, the older they get, it's the more they start to have a personality. And they start to want to do things for themselves. So it's important that you give them somewhere to start. Like my daughter, every time she come home, the routine was take off your shoes, put it on the shoe rack. Take off your socks, put it in dirty clothes. Take off the uniform. We take a shower. After you take a shower, you eat dinner. After you eat dinner, you do your homework, then you play. Now she's 5 and she's fighting with me. She's like, I don't wanna eat first. I wanna do my homework first. So now it's like, okay, let me let you be an individual person. Okay, go ahead, do your homework first. But if you don't give them somewhere to start, they're just going to be everywhere. It's very important. And that's why they do that everywhere, even work, right? You go to work, you have your routine. You sign in, you go to your room, you go to your desk, right? You have your routine. By this time, you need to submit this report. By this time, you need to have the grading. It's important not only for them, for their childhood, but for life.
Exactly. Also, with that responsibility from the parent side, informed family is also sharing that if our children goes to after school activities, then by instilling in them a sense of responsibility, they will have better attendance, like they do. Darlene is saying, having the routine can help create a relationship with the children grade. And most likely, they will not be thinking about alcohol, because research shows that the later a child starts drinking, I think we all grown here. And I don't think we are alcoholic. I drink socially, I love my wine, but I'm over 40. You know, I waited. And Amos, if he comes home, I give him a glass of wine, he will not drink it. Amos is still in the water mood. Amos is no alcohol at all. Then you see research shows that the later a child starts drinking, the less likely they are to become alcohol dependent, and vice versa. Children who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problem when they are adult. And those are the research showing that. Then guys, go ahead and, I don't know who wants to answer that question. What are some of the dangers of teen drinking and using drugs? Wanna take that question? And Amos, you will do it too?
Let me go first. I don't know if you guys remember, probably earlier this year or last year, there was this kid, he was 16 years old, and he was drunk. By the end of the things, he ended up killing 4 people. At 16 years old, he didn't have a license, he had a restricted learner.
Wow.
So at 16 years old, he was driving drunk, he would end up killing 4 people.
Yes.
Now, when they are that age, they don't know how to control their level of alcohol, because they have no search of, il n'y a aucune responsabilité, il n'y a pas penser. Ils pensent qu'ils sont en forme. Puisque ils pensent en forme, ils ne pensent pas qu'ils sont sous, qu'ils ont conduit, et par contre, réaction, les sous parce que là, il n'y a pas de maturité. C'est ça fait que, à l'âge, ça, on tourne 16 ans, 14 ans, 18 ans, alcool a supposé ben quelque chose à côté de
Good point. Yeah, your feedback.
I was just going to say death is definitely one of the dangers.
Teenagers and drink alcohol don't mix. And not only just teenagers, people in alcohol and drug don't mix when they're driving. I myself too, if I know I'm driving, I will not put alcohol in my mouth. And there are 2 reasons for that. One of them, I am not sure about me drinking and driving. And second, as a male Black man, I don't want to be, by any chance, I got stopped and somebody asked me to take a breathalyzer to find out I was drinking, even if I'm not drunk. That will be something to me, that will be something with me that will take away something from me. For that reason, I prefer not to. If I know I'm driving, I will not do that. And
you bring a sense of You bring a sense of cultural responsibility and civic engagement there, Mona. That's very important. Darlene, do you think it's important?
It is very important. And as a matter of fact, I have a very funny story. A few years ago, maybe 2 years ago or so, I went to a party and I had a couple of drinks. I mean, I'm grown, I'm married, I have a child, I have a mortgage, right? And my mom slept over, and I think I had a little bit too much to drink because the next day I woke up, I had like a hangover, I was throwing up. And even though I'm grown and I work and I pay bills, my mom came in the restroom and she said, Kunyala, what that boy? And I could not even look the lady in the eyes to say, yeah. And I'm like, this is ridiculous because I'm an adult.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because it takes us right there to some statistics. Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for US teens. And you guys gave the example, 6 years old driving, killing 4 people. Then in 2010, 17 ages 16 to 19 die every day from motor vehicle injuries. That class is good for all parents, los Latinos, Haitians, African American watching this, parent voices supported by Informed Family. Then here's more statistic, 20 and older to be in fatal crash accident. Then this is serious. And that's why we're taking those kind of education. We're doing it while we celebrating May, Haitian Heritage Month, because we start to go parties now. Then CDC control, but don't party too much and have that conscience awareness to not have your kids going and party on May 18 and all those things, and bringing us more statistics. Also, doing that brain development reflection. It's not only alcohol. Then once your brain is not in control, then you are part of, you can be a victim. Sex trafficking, sexual assault, then include rape, occurs most commonly among women and late adolescence and early adulthood. Usually within the context of a date. Someone will come and tell you they want to take you out, and you're not conscious, you don't have control of yourself, the self-control is not there, and you see yourself being involved in things that will leave a major impact in your life. Also high risk sex, okay, unsafe sex, creating also sexual transmitted diseases. Research has associated adolescent alcohol use with high risk sex, for example, having multiple sexual partners, not using condoms, and unplanned sex, and you having many different type of sexual transmitted diseases, not limited to HIV and AIDS only. Then that kind of education is important for us because we are in the education system. And today, more ever, is Teacher Planning Day. I'm applauding you, my teachers, all of you, you are teachers here too. Mary is a former teacher. Then here's the academic, because the problems are there, okay? School problems, such as higher absences with COVID, many children got lost into the system and their grades. Then they had to find a backup plan to bring them back to school in person. And we spoke about that last month. And also violence. Today again in Perrine, people, 28 shots in a parking lot on a daily basis. They're looking for someone who shot a mother with a child that is 3 years old inside a car. Then we're leaving this and goes in District 8, District 9. Then it is important that we nurture our children at home so we don't have the teen be engaged and fight and drugs, and also changing the world, but negatively. that ends the slide, and what makes our presentation today interesting is that we participated in it, and it's so apropos with the month and the reality we live in, the gun violence, and what it's our mission and the show as parents. I enjoy it, guys. Now it's time for us to have, our 7 minutes of debriefing. Did you enjoy it? When I was scared at first. I said, how do I bring this into radio and television? And I think we did it. Now, Ronald, because you're the TV guy, Mary, you observe it, and I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to next month. Parents kap gade yo, share feedback, call Amos, share your number again, so people can call you, because next month, the topic I think will be in media, Mary.
Yes, it is social media, and I know everyone's gonna have so much to say, because you guys were just fabulous, just all the sharing that you did with brain development alone and alcohol and the issues and challenges. And thank you. I want to say thank you as a parent, thank you as a citizen, thank you as a former teacher, because it's hard to parent. It takes time to be courageous and say, you know what, you're not going to go, or you are going to follow the rules, or no, you're going to have to stay there, and those are consequences. And sometimes that's not being cool, but guess what? Sometimes that's exactly what it takes so that we can develop strong leaders. And a lot of the situations that we see today is because many parents lack that development, where yes, our kids are big, and we're not allowing them to do these develop the critical thinking skills. So I know that with you here being present and being part of voices, these are the kinds of voices that need to be out there. And thank you.
And something, Nancy phone got discharged, and she's listening to it, and she said, Flo, I think I like it. And next month we there. I'm telling you the date already, guys. It's Wednesday, June 2nd, and we're gonna come and talk about social media. By that time, we're gonna be in the mode of graduation, and I'm so happy that we started right now, because it's the end of the school year, where we are thinking about our children's grades, graduation, and it's reality. All of us here are parents, and that's the purpose of it. Sometimes we're looking for other parents when we want the information ourselves. That's the beauty of this program, okay? And we did Parent Voices, we done it for radio and television, and now Inform Families is bringing the content. C'est ça nos besoins. Whether you speak Creole, we are the program for you. You speak French, estamos aquí para ustedes. Entonces, we want to really bring it to the media, to the radios. You call us, you share feedback, like it, and be part of it. Be part of it. Now I to you for your final words, Amos. No, Amos will be last because he has to give the telephone number. But Darlene, Ronald, and thank you, Mary, for giving us the opportunity and tell us, I don't know, the website and things like that. We said,
perfect. I will put it on the chat. Our website is informedfamilies.org. Please reach out to Dr. Floor. You'll get the information later, because this is a series, as Dr. Floor said, and we are now also encouraging you, because you're here being trained with the voices, that you share this information. And if you want to actually, outside of the radio show, conduct maybe in your community, because let me tell you, it's hard to do it alone. But when you have several parents supporting you and you're working together as a unit, then you can tell your kids, I'm not the only crazy one. Did you see Nancy? Come on now. So you want to make sure that you have support. And then you say, did you hear Amos? Okay, so I'm not the only crazy one. So you want to create your network. And if you are interested in that, talk to Dr. Floor. We can create this and bring you this series consecutively, even in one day, 4 days consecutively. And you have the information to really run. So thank you.
What Mary is saying in Lemon Turn is that each of you can do a small class like that and make some money. okay, and being
Oh, yeah.
and create summer money for the parents. And I think I like it, and that's the beauty of this program. Then we led with example in it, but we want parents haïtiens yo pour vraiment garder que Darlene ka font petit groupe de 5, Amos ka font petit groupe de 5 avec même programme nan sous Bren nan, et puis nous continuer faire message l'an passé. Au moins nous dit que au moins à Aedap le parent voice te lancé ça dans la communauté hein? Et là où on parle ou get patience ou gon moun qui ouais ça n'a faire parce que it's been 15 years Mary that we're doing the leadership program, and now that doing summer that we had some challenges, look, God makes it happen, and we're gonna make it in July and August, and by the time the school year starts, we will assess what we're gonna make of this show.
Yes.
Now, Darlene, take it away.
Okay, guys, this was a very wonderful program today, and I just want to point out that this is not only with teens, but with adults too. So we definitely want to always lead by example. So, you know, you don't want to tell the kids, no, you can't drink, but then they see you walking around avec un bouteille clean in a mall all around the house. You know, I don't know if you remember Dr. Floyd, but 2 years ago in May, the 3 young boys that were killed, and yes. Gideon was actually
and also, from the soccer team in our community.
Exactly. And the youngest one, Gideon, he was actually my student at the time from a drunk driver.
Yeah.
So we definitely, it's important not only for kids, but for adults too. And let's just remember, parents, pour nous toujours vivre comme un exemple, okay? So remember, you know, we are adults, so if we tell the kids something, that doesn't mean that we cannot do it either, but we just have to remember that they are watching us.
Okay, Wona?
Yeah, Benedict. Okay, so one thing that I would like to say that because 2 years ago, I experienced almost this or something similar. I have a very small school district called Glade County School District. And then because I am a union rep, I do a lot of negotiation for the school district also. And one of my leaders from that school lost a child because the child was driven his truck with 3 other boys, but apparently a drunk driver just drove over and just like losing control and bang to their truck. 3 of them died. Just instantly, 3 of them died. And that lady, even today, that happened in 2019 before the pandemic, but even today, she's still not recouped yet. She lost like 2 of her boys. That was the unfortunate part of it, of drunk driving. But one thing that I would like to add too is just like, if we can add texting, because texting can be another way people can lose their life also. Because some people, they don't want to talk on the phone, they prefer to text while driving. That's another one. And also if we can think about COVID vaccine, if we can have a show for COVID vaccine too, I think that will be good because we have a lot of people who refuse to take it. I am a TV owner. I have my television station right now. I'm trying to run some of the ad for free for the ad console because I feel like it's important for people to do it, because if we can turn like 10 to 20 people to take the vaccine, I think it's a plus. Those are the 10 or 20 people that will not have the infection to infecting other people. Thank you.
Amos, your last word and also the telephone number.
Ok, avant de dire moi, je dis tout professeur yo happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes, Teacher Appreciation Week.
Even though we go unrecognized, but the work that we do, and as we do hard, and then wish you guys the make this week your week, and treat yourself with nice, even though you don't get treated, but treat yourself with nice things, and happy Teacher Appreciation Week. My phone number is 786-543-3014. 746-53-34. And once again, parents, we all in the same situation. We're on the same bucket. Yes. So, like Darlene said, encouragez-vous pendant le petit, le fin grand, la difficile. Comme qu'on a dit, les pieds bois fin grandi ou pas qu'à dresser. So pendant le petit a pour dresser pieds bois. So parents, we are your voice. Call me at 786-543-3014. Once again, bonjour, bonsoir.
Y hasta la próxima vez. Then the way I do it like that, it's to really tease Mary that in June, we will do it in the 3 languages because this is my message of inclusion. And God works mysteriously. I am so happy. And guys, see you June 2nd. Happy
Yes. We will
and
see you.
Happy American Mother's Day, Hispanic Mother's Day, Haitian Heritage Month. Enjoy it. And Mary, you know, I always say they have gifts for us. It's been 5 months now. We the ladies still waiting. Okay. See you June 2nd.
Definitely. Well, I'll inquire about that. And if you had a chance to get the link while you're here, and if you didn't, please reach out to Dr. Flor, because we want to take notice of how much people are learning with the information that Dr. Flor is sharing from Informed Families. So I put the link once again, and up there it's surveymonkey.com PPG Miami Pre. So just so you get that, and thank you once again. Thank you.
Okay, well now you know you have to do your miracles there, and guys, see you June 2nd. Take
See
care.
you June 2nd.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Adios.